Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while I learn this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect that they're scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom to do so. It's the brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson, Ease Hatred Never Died. Everybody, our people want to walk around like this devil is our best friend and he has our best interests. Okay? That's not the case. Because racism and ease hatred towards us is still real. It's just hush-hush now. The way these other nations look at us is hush-hush now. Okay? The scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, that the Lord made us an astonishment to these other nations. They look at us, look at these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Look at this nigga, pants sagging, nappy hair. They look at us with disgust. Okay? And we get into the times to where they're going to let their hatred and their frustration out. Black fatigue. Okay? Everybody tired of niggas. And it's going to get way worse. Let's look at the story and read a little bit of what happened. This happened in Georgia. And so it says, Leesburg, Georgia. A Leesburg family recalled the moment a man armed, and I would have played the video. Salakia, my service is bad here at the plantation. But it says a man armed with an AR-15 style rifle allegedly shot at their family gathering on Sunday, June 7th. In an incident they said was racially motivated. According to the Lee, and he says racially motivated. See, he does not like us. They stand for their nation and they don't see nobody else. It says, according to the Lee County Sheriff's Office, deputies were called to the 100 and 200 blocks of Autumn Leaf Drive after receiving multiple reports of a shooting in progress. The Sheriff's Office said it stemmed from a verbal altercation. The resident of the home on Autumn Leaf Drive told WALB her family was visiting for a family reunion that weekend. Look at the mirth getting destroyed. They thought they was going to turn up. At about 9 p.m., family members said they were standing in the front yard when a car drove past the home. Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer, who officials identified as a suspect, was reported leaning out the window, shouting racial slurs at the group. He's talking junk. He started yelling the N-word, talking shit. Ramal Green, a witness, said he kept going on, so we let him go. We just discussed what happened after. The person who lives at the home also said that she called the Lees County Sheriff's Office after Kinzer left. But about 5 minutes later, Kinzer and the driver returned. This time, Kinzer was reportedly wearing body armor and carrying an AR-15 style rifle. You guys see the times we're in? Jake still cared about party. That's it. Those outside spotted the suspect with the gun from a distance and began running. Green said then Kinzer opened fire, and Green said a bullet flew past him. People started taking position because they saw he had a gun. And I was in the middle of the street. Green said, and I grabbed my gun and started returning fire and moving with him. Green said he is a Marine veteran. He wanted to defend the roughly 20 children and older adults who witnesses said were at the home when the shooting occurred. It is so hurtful. I cried all night. There's going to be a lot more mourning going on out here, man. Lucindy Browser, another witness, said, I'm laying outside on the ground for a shootout. I'm under a car with my sister, who is 77, and I'm 62. So that's the basis of it. But these devils ain't gonna never let up. They hate us. They don't like us. Okay? And that good Samaritan that jumped in and don't worry, I'll save you. That shit is about to stop, man. That shit is about to stop, because it's about to be every man for himself. All right? It's about to be every man for himself. If the Lord has you in his hand, you will not escape. Okay? If it's your time to get judged, the Lord's going to get you. I'm going to go ahead and get some precepts. I'm going to start off at Matthew 24 and 12. It reads, and it's Yahweh Shai speaking, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And you're going to start seeing people act more colder than this. Throwing a kid over a bridge, okay, running over an old lady's leg, walking into a bar, shooting up the bar for no reason, walking into a bar, shooting it up because it's a race that they don't like. Okay? Puncturing somebody with a knife at the grocery store over the last pound of beef. Okay? Going to a house and gutting everybody up in there because they're Issachar. Okay? People are going to be going crazy, acting cold for nothing. Okay? For some shit that you would scratch your head about. All right? These events are going to continue to spiral, to just elevate until the Lord cracks the clouds, man. The Lord's coming back to set things in order, and it's going to be a chaotic scene. Okay? It's going to be a chaotic scene. And you can look at this demon. Okay? And we don't feel sorry for them niggas because they were wicked. They were wicked. The Lord doesn't do anything by accident. It doesn't happen. I'm going to get this next. The book of Sirach. And I got to actually see if there was a death toll. I don't know if anybody died. They hit him. But I got to check that out because this is a fresh situation. This is Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes. In a time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. They're doing the will of the Heavenly Father. When they be putting the wicked of our people to death, the Heavenly Father is in control of that, man. And even if nobody died on this one, I got to look it up. Even if nobody got injured or got, put to death or deleted on this one, watch the next one or the one after that or the one after that. Look what happened in Shreveport. Remember what happened in Buffalo when that demon walked around shooting people up at, I don't remember the store. Okay? They just had a shooting at, I think it was Brown's University. One of them universities out east. These shootings are becoming more and more common. The Columbine murder, that was the first one. Or the first major one, right? That was on TV. Wow, look at the white guys, the Edomites shooting people. It's a regular weekly thing now. They're doing when you see crazy shit like this happen, the Heavenly Father is in control of that, man. Getting all the wicked spirits. The judgment's gonna start at the house of the Most High, our people. Okay? And the ones that know that they're Israelites, they're gonna get it worse. I'm gonna get this next. The second Ezra is 15. And I'm going to go to 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You're going to have martial law troops and these foreign troops trying to do their thing out here. But on top of that, when you look deeper, you're going to have militia groups out here as well. People that think they own the neighborhood, that think this place belongs to them. Edomites. You're going to have Jake out there doing it too. Okay, but you're going to have demons, just like in the movie, I think that was Civil War. Was that Civil War? Or that was, I think that was Leave the World. No, not Leave the World Behind. How It Ends. When they was trying to get through. You had the military out there. Yes, you're going to have the military out there. But you got militia groups too. That was Leave the World Behind, where you had them two demons. They tried to kill the woman and her people and throw them in the pit. You're going to have shit like that taking place. They were in like a little militia group. You're going to have things like that taking place. I want to go to Rialto, you can't come here. Well, I want to go to Fontana, you can't come here. Well, I want to go to Las Vegas, you can't come here. And they ain't going to tell you to leave all kindly. They're going to put you to death a lot of times. Let's kill these fools. Let's take what they got. Okay? A demon like this heading the group. They got all these militia groups out here secretly waiting for the call to move. The Lord likes this movie interesting. It's danger coming from every side. Literally. I'm going to get this next. In the book of Isaiah. (19 and 2). And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And the modern day Egyptians, the Babylonians, these people. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And that's going into civil war. Okay? That's going into civil war. Was getting ready to take place. But if you've been paying attention, yes, civil war is going to take place. You're going to have people from their own nation fighting against each other, right? You're going to have Jake fighting against Jake. Edom, the Edomites fighting against the Edomites. The Moabites fighting against the Moabites. But you're also going to have a racial war. A race war. Salakia. You're also going to have a race war. Okay? So civil war is going to be going on, but you're also going to have race war. Hey, blacks, let's go get the Edomites. Well, they talk like blacks, let's get the whites. Whites, let's get the Mexicans. Mexicans, let's get the Arabians. It's gonna be a race war as well. And like I said, you're gonna have demons like this involved in it. Okay? But like I was going into at the start, this is the will of the Heavenly Father, all this taking place. This is prophecy. Okay? So you're gonna have the civil war and the race wars taking place. This is a part of prophecy. Okay? The Lord is coming back to set the earth in order, and these type of things are gonna be taking place. Mass death. Okay, this is just a start. Mass death. All right, let me get this precept to close. I'm gonna go to Jeremiah 16:9. For thus say Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will cause to seed out of this place in your eyes, and in your days the voice of mirth, and the voice of the gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride. And ultimately what's going to do that is that last plague that's going to take this place out is those ICBM nuclear missiles. Okay? But before the missiles hit, you're going to have all sorts of judgments. Plagues. Okay? Mass shootings. Mass stabbings. Famine. Pestilence. So the mirth is going to be gone, but you're going to have things like this taking place, like I was getting in the lesson. You got a family reunion you've been looking for? I got a family reunion coming up. Hell, I got a family reunion coming up, and I ain't gonna be able to make it. I gotta be at the camp. Who knows what's about to happen at that thing? You see? But you got dumbasses in my family that don't even look at news like this. Oh, that was out there in Georgia. It ain't gonna never happen out here. That ain't that far. I drive trucks. Okay? Driving to Georgia, what, a 2-3 day ride? If that. The judgment will be here. Okay, it's going to be done here. It's going to be done all around the world. But Babylon is going to get it the worst. This is the most wicked. The elder in Kansas did a lesson today, man. He's talking about people having vacation plans, family reunion plans. He said, don't be surprised. The Lord shut it down. The Abarata's all he does. Tired of these fools. Worst things are going to happen besides a family reunion being interrupted. Everybody's everyday life is about to be interrupted by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You guys want to take heed to the prophets, so let it be. Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson with that. I'm going to say shalom.